Hi YouTube, this is Mona Kelso reporting on August 7th, 2012, 11:13 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm here at Extinction Protocol 2012. I'll post the link below. And I want you to see this here because I believe that this is yet another straw on the camel's back of how our weather is being engineered and manufactured by technologies. Okay, thousands of fish die. They found that the water in these Iowa rivers was 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, we've had hot weather before. If you'll go back through the climate records, we've had long strings of extreme heat, much greater than what we're experiencing now. And this never happened, okay? Because you cannot heat up these lakes and rivers just with hot outdoor temperatures. Sorry, not to this degree. And so these frequencies, as I've been showing on all of the videos, are vaporizing the water supplies, the aquifers, by obviously heating them up. And this is the effect. One would do well to look into the global eugenics campaign by the shadow governments and the Luciferians and stuff, and what they have planned, because if one has control over the food supply, which all of the smaller food companies have pretty much now, there's not very many independent ones that have been bought up by 3 or 5 major agro giants, and they're putting in GMOs without disclosure and genetically modified foods the body does not recognize as food. It treats it like a poison. Within 3 generations of mice or animals eating this stuff, they're sterile, they've got cancer, they've got hair growing out of their tongue, just crazy stuff. Just do a little search on GMOs and you'll find that out. So you've got control of the food supply. Then if one were to be very evil, one would want to then kill every other way that anyone would have of getting food if one wanted total control, wouldn't one? And so, because then the people would have to come to you for their food, and then one could put in the food whatever one wanted to in order to make the populace more compliant. And now they're talking about nanobots and microchips in food and in drugs. So this could get really, really bad. The important thing is that we recognize what's going on, because we need to not stand for this. This is not okay that they're manipulating the environment with these high-powered technologies and that it's having these kinds of effects. This is a form of genocide through food. And I believe Kissinger was the one that stated that food was the weapon. So I just wanted to bring this report to you so that you could consider these things and begin to get involved. If you go to eyeswideopen.info, there are lists of all the organizations that I have vetted personally that are working against these sorts of things. Although the frequency mod, the weather mod, has not been fully addressed, there's people doing works with chemtrails, toxicsky.org, and that is one of the aspects. But with the microwave weapons, about 3 months ago they launched what they said was going to be a new weather satellite into orbit, but I had different feelings about that, and ever since that's happened, if you'll go back on my last few videos, you'll see there's a radar signature that shows up. It's definitely a space-based system because of the huge area of the hemisphere that it affects, whereas the ground-based systems have limited. If you look up HAARP, HAARP, and the Gwen towers, GWEN, ELF, VLF stuff, you'll find out that the ground-based systems have limitations, but the satellite-based systems can cover land masses the size of our continent, which is what you're seeing on these radar signatures. So anyway, that's the update, YouTube. Let's come up with some solutions for this. We don't have to put up with this. We shouldn't have to. This is something that the people should have a say in. And so I'm giving you the info so you can begin to think along those lines. Thank you so much for listening.